Now, a question on velocity time graph. Suppose, guys, an object is going like this in such a way that the velocity time graph looks something like this. You remember the first type of graph which we drew for this thing? The same xt graph. In place of xt, I am writing vt graph. So here the velocity is given in meter per second. Here the object starting from. Acha, what is the initial velocity of the object? What is the initial velocity over here? Can you see?
Initial velocity is 0.
So basically, the object is starting from rest.
So initially the velocity is 0. Then okay to.
So basically, there is an object which is performing a motion whose vt graph is shown in the figure. So let's say in 2 seconds it reaches to 10 meter per second square. Okay. Oh, sorry. 10 meter per second. Okay. So now the question is, we find. First part of the question is acceleration in every part. Basically, you need to find out the acceleration in every part. How do you give the acceleration from a velocity time graph? Yes, how do you give the acceleration from velocity time graph?
Acceleration equals velocity upon time.
But graphically, how do you solve it? How do you solve it graphically? We already discussed the slope. The slope of the graph
Yes, sir.
will give you the acceleration. The slope of vt graph will give you acceleration. The slope of xt graph will give you velocity. Okay. So you need to find out the acceleration
Yes,
in every part. You need to find out the displacement in every part. You need to find out, does the object change its direction?
of course it does.
It does not at any time.
It does.
It does
What?
not. It's a vt graph. It's not an xt graph. Velocity can.
Oh, right.
Fourth. So basically, these are the type of questions which can be found on this particular VT graph. First of all, for acceleration, how do you do for acceleration? Acceleration is calculated by the slope of VT graph. Yes or no? If I take any 2 points, this point and this point, what will be this point? This point will be 2 comma 10. A point will be 2 comma 10, right? X comma Y. This will be 4 comma 10. This will be 6 comma 0. This will be 0 comma 0. So I have the coordinates of all the points, and hence acceleration is basically delta v by delta t. So that will be equals to how much? That will be how much? 0 minus, 10 minus 0 divided by 2 minus 0. That will be 5 meter per second square. Can you see the acceleration is positive? Guys?
Yes. Yes, sir.
And position time graph as well. So you need to draw both the graphs. So acceleration for the first part OA is basically plus 5 meter per second. Acceleration for the second part is basically how much? What is the acceleration for the second part? It's a straight line, velocity is constant, acceleration should be 0, which can be proved with the help of this graph as well. Third acceleration is again delta v by delta t, which is basically equals how much? 6 comma 0 minus what is the next one, 10 comma 4 है ना, तो 0 minus 10 upon 6 minus 4, so 0 minus 10 upon 6 minus 4, this will be minus 5. So can you see initially, acha, can you see guys the velocity, can you see the velocity is positive in all the cases? Can you see
Yes.
the velocity is positive? Velocity has never been to the fourth quadrant. Velocity was in the first quadrant only. The velocity was always positive. So here velocity was positive, acceleration was positive. That implies same direction. Object is accelerating, right?
Yes.
Now here in this case, velocity is positive but acceleration is 0. So that implies object is moving with uniform velocity, hence uniform motion. What about the last one? Velocity is still positive but acceleration is negative. That implies which case? Opposite direction, object is decelerating. Is this clear guys? So this is how you predict all the data. Is this clear guys? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now tell me, this is the first part. Second part, what is the displacement in every graph? How do you give the displacement? You give displacement using, displacement is generally calculated by area under the curve. Okay, area under the curve of a VT graph. So basically displacement in the first part. Can you see this triangle guys? Can you see this will be the area under the curve for the first part? So for the first part, if I draw the velocity time graph for the first part, will it look something like this? Yes or no? Will it look something for
Yes.
like this for the first part from from 0 to how many seconds? 2 seconds, right? So this will be the displacement in the first part, the area under the curve. Can you see a right angle triangle being formed? So what is the displacement in
Yep.
this thing? Half base is 2 multiplied by height is how much? So what is the displacement in the first? The first part is basically 10 meters. Is this clear? Is this
Yes,
clear,
sir.
guys? No. So basically, where exactly is it going from? If initially they have given key initially it is at origin, so let's say if initially it is at origin, then the final position will be plus 10 meter, right? So can you see the object is going towards right? Hence the velocity was also positive. Now, second part looks like this: velocity time, and from t equals to 2 seconds to t equals to 4 seconds. Is this the second part? Can you see guys, I'm breaking the motion into two parts. From O to A is the first part, A to B is the second part, and B to C is the third part. So I have drawn only A to B. Can you see the time interval from 2 to 4 seconds only? Can you see from 2 to 4 only? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And this velocity was constant at 10 meter per second. So basically, now what will be the displacement? It will be again the area under the curve. So can you see only this much area needed in the second part?
Yes.
So can you see a rectangle being formed? How do you give the area of a rectangle? Length multiplied by breadth. अरे भाई बोलो यार.
Length multiplied by breadth.
So the displacement in the second is again plus 20. So if the final position, which was 10 meters, then here the final position or here the initial position will be how much? 10 meters, and the final position will be how much? 10 plus 20, which will be 30 meters. Everyone getting my point? Can you see it got displaced by how much? 20 meters. So hence, if the initial position was 10, then 10 plus this 20 is basically. Is this clear, guys, for the second part?
Yes,
Everyone,
sir.
is it
Yes,
clear?
sir.
Now, the third part. The third part, does it look like something like this? From 4 seconds to 6 seconds, 10 meters. Yes or no? Does the third part look like this? The curve which was
Yes, sir.
coming down, right? So what will be the area under the curve? Only this triangle now. So what will be this triangle? S3 will be equals to half into 2 into again 10. So this will be plus 10 meter more. So if initial position was how much now? 40 meters. Oh, sorry, 30 meters. So the final position will become 40 meters. So what is the overall displacement, guys? From 0 to 40, right? What is the total displacement? Plus 40 meters to the right. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
So if they would have asked what is the displacement in the whole displacement during the whole journey, then what would have you done, guys? Displacement during whole journey, then what would have you done? 2, 4, 6, and then 10.
So we have to add all the values.
So you have to add all the values, or you can do one thing. You can
10, 30,
calculate it.
40. We have to add.
You can calculate this whole area. Okay,
So, sir, basically have to add 10, 30, 40. Right?
10, 20. No, you don't need to add 10, 30, 40. You need to add this 10 meters, this 20 meters, and this 10. Basically, you need to add S1, S2, and S3, not XF, XF. Okay,
Okay.
that is the final position. So, anyways, can you see, guys, the total displacement? Can you see a trapezium over here? Anyone knows the area of trapezium? Half into sum of parallel
Half
sides.
into
Can you see this side is how much?
half into top by bottom into height.
Top into bottom, ni sum of parallel sides. So basically,
The
this
parallel
top
sides
and
basically.
here in this case, it has become like top and parallel are top and bottom are parallel to each other. It does not necessary. So 2 plus 4, 2 plus how much? 6 into height. What is the height? 10. So what will be this? Can you see directly? Is this clear? This is the total displacement, which is the total area under the curve. So can you see the total displacement was obviously 10 plus 20 plus 10? So 40. Correct? Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Is this clear? Okay. Note करके लिख लेना. Whatever area lies above the time axis is positive, is considered to be positive, and whatever area lies below the time axis is basically negative. I'll give you a question based on this as well. So then if I ask you total displacement, then I'll ask your answer. Is this clear? Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
So whatever.
Yes, sir.
So this is the second part of the question. Any doubt? Guys, any doubt in the second part of the question? We calculated the displacement in every
No,
part.
sir.
Now, does the object
No.
change its direction at any time? Can you see the displacement is increasing only? No, sorry. Can you see in the first case from 0 to 10 it is increasing, 10 to 30 it is increasing, 30 to 40 meters. So does the object change its direction anywhere? No, right?
Yes.
So hence, fourth part, draw the acceleration time graph. Yes, can anyone tell me what is the acceleration was from 0 to 2 seconds? What was the acceleration from 0 to 2 seconds?
Sir, wait, there was the fourth part. What is
Yes.
the? Can you show the fourth part, sir? Question.
Yeah, sure. The fourth part is basically draw the acceleration time graph and with position time graph.
Sir, where?
Here.
Oh, fine.
Yeah. I'm drawing the acceleration time graph. Yes. Can anyone tell me what is the acceleration time graph? From 0 to 2 seconds.
Sir, AT graph and?
XT graph. Position time graph.
Okay.
So basically, see guys, I'll be drawing a graph. What was the acceleration from 0 to 2 seconds? The acceleration was, I guess, plus 5 meter per second, right? Can you
Yep.
see? It was constant acceleration till 2 seconds. Then suddenly the acceleration became how much? 0 for the next 2 seconds. And after that, the acceleration became negative for the next 2 seconds. Can you see the first part, guys? Everyone clear about the first part?
Yes.
So can you see I can draw the graph for the same acceleration in meter per second square. This is time in seconds. So basically see the red lines. These red lines are basically the acceleration time graph for the same. Is this clear? Yes, Anya, what happened? Connectivity issues? Hello?
Hello, sir. Neha ma'am called me.
Acha.
Yeah.
So now you need to draw the position time graph as well. How do you draw the position time graph? Can you see again the timing will be times will be 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll draw all the time instants, right? 5, 6. And here I'll draw plus 10, then plus 20, then plus 30, and then plus 40. Yes or no? Yes. Can anyone tell me at the end of 1 second? At the at the end of 2 seconds, what was the displacement? What was the displacement at the end of 2 seconds at the first time? Yeah, can you see? The position was 10 meters from 0 to 10. So basically from here to here, but the graph, can you see for the first part, even the acceleration was positive and the velocity was also positive. So will the graph go like this? If you remember the graph which we have already drawn.
Yep.
Yes. Let me just draw it a little bit distance. Wait. So I'm drawing like this. Is it fine? It will be just a little bit spaced out. Nothing else changes. Plus 45 and so on. So basically, can you see, guys? In the first 2 seconds, the object reaches over here. Yes or no? Since acceleration is positive, velocity was also positive. So do you remember the xt graph for the first case which we've drawn? Does it look something like this? Guys, does it look something like this? It looks a little bit curved, right? Parabola, if you remember. And then after that, what will happen? Then the object was traveling till how much? Can you see in the next 2 seconds, it covered a displacement of how much? 20 meters. So basically, can you see over here from 10 meters to 30 meters? Basically, so I'm teaching you how to make graphs basically. And what will you do? Can you see this point? You'll just join this point and this point using a straight line because the velocity was constant. Hence, the displacement time graph will be a sloped line. So can you see this thing, guys? Basically, I'm merging all the concepts together. What about the last one? Okay, so basically, suppose if this is the last point, and the last case was basically what? The third part. Last part was the acceleration was negative and velocity was positive. Do you remember in the last class we discussed this? Can you see this, guys? Acceleration negative, velocity positive. Can you see the graph goes like this? Yes or no?
Yes.
So basically the graph goes like this, and we'll draw the exact same graph. What just happened? Oh. We'll draw the exact same graph. Is this clear, guys? So this is how the position time graph is drawn. Any doubt in drawing the graphs? Any doubt in drawing the graphs? Hello? Basically, can you see for drawing the graphs, you need to analyze everything and then try to draw, Anna? Yes or no, guys?
Yep.
So try to draw some
Yes, sir.
graphs on your own. I'll give you one more question which is based on the same thing. A homework question for this. This is a velocity time graph.
Sir, can you show the
Final graph.
this one graph once, please?
Yeah, sure.
Sir, can you show the graph? Yep.
Position axis. Straight line. A sloped or slanted with time axis. And the third part was again a parabola curving. Please remember, guys, you need to do practice. Acha, by the way, how many of you finished the vector sheet which I gave you? I guess no one. With the silence, I mean no one. Anna?
Sir, a little more left.
Huh?
A little more left. I stopped doing it after this lesson started.
Please, guys, try to do the same thing. Now I have the notes, though. If you want, I can give you, the notes, here itself. I'll telling you, I'll give you today itself. Now I have the notes.
Sir, I didn't do vectors, but I did integration work.
You
all
did
of it.
integration. No, but try to
Yes.
do vectors now. And as soon as possible, at least whatever sheet I am giving you, that will be acting as a
Sure,
material
sir.
for that. Because I only have till
Can I do it
kinematics.
after my exam, sir?
Sure, no problem. But finish it.
Fine.
That's what I'm saying. Never leave it.
Fine.
Curving towards time.
Of course.
So now the next question is, guys. Guys, the next question. So again, a velocity time graph I'm giving you. And the object starts from here. It it moves with a constant velocity for some time. Or why am I discussing the graph with you? It's okay. 2 seconds. 5 meters per second. And then velocity suddenly rises. And becomes 11 meter per second in 5 seconds. So nothing much. I've just changed the shape. Will you be able to do it now? Guys? Alright, no, I needed to include something in the negative direction as well. I'll increase the difficulty level for you. No big deal. Yes, Cyril. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Is the object changing its direction now?
Sir, what graph is it?
It's a velocity time graph.
Yep.
Where? What is the time inside?
At 8.
Very good. How did you know it?
Sir, because you taught it.
Arey, nahi, the velocity is become from. See, can you see the velocity
From
is changing
positive, sir,
positive
from
to
positive
negative?
area it became to negative. Yeah.
Yes, that is how you know the direction is changed. Okay.
Yep.
So, anyways, this is the graph given to you guys. Okay. Let's not make it 10. Let's it be 10. It doesn't matter. So, ho jayega question. This is the velocity time graph for you. The final thing is you need to draw the acceleration time graph and the position time graph. Please remember, if you want to draw the acceleration time graph and the velocity time graph, you need to analyze all this which we did in this previous question. So start from analyzing the whole thing. Is this clear, guys? Is this clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, we'll discuss
Yes.
this question and the previous question, the VT graph, the XT graph which I gave you, in the next class. Also, guys, when you'll calculate the total displacement, if someone asks you to calculate the total displacement, what will you do? Can you see the positive displacement was basically this rectangle, this trapezium, and this right angle. The negative displacement will be this right angle and this right angle. Can you see this thing, guys? Or you can just take it as one triangle with 8 to 15 base and 10 to 3 as the. So please remember, this displacement is negative. This area which I have is negative, and this area which I have is positive. The overall displacement you can calculate just by calculating the area. Is this fine, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so try to do this question as soon as possible. Matlab not at home karna. So with this thing, I'm done with your last question which I'm giving you. Draw the position time. Last question. An object is thrown with a velocity of 10 meter per second vertically upwards. Okay, full stop. Taking upward as positive and downwards as negative. Draw the xt, vt and at graph for this motion. Please remember, for this motion, till the time it doesn't hit the ground. So if you have thrown it upwards, it will go up and it will come down. So you need to draw the motion till the time it doesn't hit the ground. Yes, please start doing it. First of all, analyze the motion. I think you have already analyzed motion under gravity, right? We already discussed motion under gravity, right?
Yes, sir.
Once we are done with that, then we'll start with the concept of relative motion in one dimension. And we'll be done with kinematics today. In the next class, we'll be starting with motion in a plane. See, how will you do it? First of all, what does the actual motion look like? How does the actual motion look like? Let us say this is the ground and you have thrown this object upwards with the initial velocity of how much? How much?
10 meters per second.
10 meter per second. This object will go up to a certain maximum height. Can anyone find out that maximum height for me? Can anyone find out that maximum height for me? And it will then fall down and strike the ground with the same velocity but in the downward direction. Yes or no? Can anyone tell me what will be h max? Always remember h max is basically u square by 2g, right? Yes or no?
5 meters.
5 meters. 5 meters, are you sure? Only this much? So 5 meters, okay. So h max is basically 5 meters. And what is the time taken to go up? What is the time taken to go up? What is the time of ascent? Time of ascent will be how much? If you remember, it was u by g. If you don't remember the formula, guys, don't worry. Even if you don't remember the formulas, you can derive them easily. Take the initial point, take the final point, apply equation of motion. This is the acceleration acting in the downward direction and take it as 10 meter per second square. So TA is basically u by g and that will be equals to 10 by 10. So basically this is how much? Guys, let's take the velocity as 20, please. Can we take the velocity as 20? So that the data and the graph will be like, a little bit bigger. Okay. So if the velocity is 20, then this height will be 20 divided by 20 and this height will be 20 meters and this time will be 2 seconds. Okay. I changed the data, guys. I have thrown this object with 20 meter per second. Now, the time taken for ascent is how much? 2 seconds. What will be the time for descent? How much time will it take to come back to the ground? जितना time में ऊपर गया उतने time में नीचे आएगा, right? The time it took to go up, the same time it will come to come down, right? Yes or no? So what is the total time? What is the total time, guys? Total time of flight. It is always equals to time of ascent plus time of descent, which is basically 4 seconds. So basically in 4 seconds, the object will come back to where it started, right? Everyone, is it clear? Shall I start drawing the graphs? Shall I start drawing the graphs? Hello?
Yes, sir.
This is positive, this is negative. Can you see the height when it goes up? The acceleration is, first is upward motion. Guys, upward motion mein the acceleration is negative or positive? Can you see when it was going up, the acceleration was acting down and downwards you have taken as negative. So acceleration was negative. What was the displacement? The position was positive. The velocity was positive, right?
Sir, what is A and D in TA and TD?
Time of ascent and time of descent.
Oh, fine.
The time taken to go up, the time of ascent. and the time TD is basically the time of descent, ascending and descending order, if you remember.
Yes, sir.
So A negative, X positive, V positive. And for the downward motion, we don't need X, by the way. And I can use to write it over. But for the downward motion, A is still negative, velocity will also become negative. Why velocity will become negative? Because the object starts coming in the downward direction, right? So it is displacing in the downward direction, hence displacement is negative, and hence the velocity is also negative. Is this clear, guys? So this is the analysis of the motion. Now let's start drawing the graph. Even if you don't know how to draw the graph, please remember it will be only striking you when you will be having enough practice on the graphs. If you are good in maths, then it's well and good. Otherwise यहाँ पे थोड़ा दिक्कत आ सकता है. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Yes, tell me. This is what was this thing? Let's say this is plus 4. Let's say this is 8, 12, 16 and 20. So can you see, guys, in 2 seconds it reached the maximum height, right? It reached over here. From here it reached over here, and in the next 4 seconds it came back over here, right? So basically now you know where exactly it will start and where exactly it will fall. Now can you tell me this particular thing? If you draw the velocity time graph for the same, the graph for xt is not complete. The graph for xt will be completed a little bit later. So if you draw the velocity so basically, can you see, guys, I'll draw a velocity time graph. So basically this is plus v, this is minus v, and this is time. So guys, see over here, velocity initially, what was the velocity initially? What was the initial velocity, guys? What was the initial velocity?
10, sir.
10 meter per second in the positive direction. So the initial velocity will be 2.5 plus 5 plus 7.5 and plus 10. So basically the graph will start from here. Can you see, in after 2 seconds, starts at t equals to 0. 2 seconds it comes to rest, and at t equals to 4 seconds the velocity becomes minus 10 meter per second. So basically these will be the 3 points corresponding to these 3 points. What about the acceleration time graph? Everyone, what about the acceleration time graph? Acceleration time minus it. From the beginning of the motion till the end of the motion, The acceleration was 10 meter per second square in the downward direction. Hence, minus step guys, can you see these 3 points A, B and C? A is when it was launched, B is when it reached the maximum height, and C is when it reached the ground again, when you hit the ground again. So can you see I have drawn all the 3 points over here, A, B, C, all these 3 points. Can I join all these 3 points? So what is the acceleration time graph, guys? How is the acceleration time graph? The acceleration time graph looks like this, or I can join it like this. What about the velocity time graph? Velocity time graph looks like this. So can you see the velocity time graph? Do I need to shade it more? But what about the xt graph? Can you see in the first graph? Can you see in the first graph, guys? Acceleration was negative, velocity was positive. So I think this graph. Can you see acceleration negative, velocity positive, this graph? Yes or no?
Yes.
So you'll draw it exactly like this. And what about the next case? My battery is low. How is my battery low? Anyways, so is this clear, guys? All the 3 graphs. Now the last part, BC part. Can you see for the last part, acceleration is negative and velocity is also negative? So can you see from this graph? Always remember those 4 graphs which I have told you. Can you see the acceleration? Acha, I have not given this graph. So let's give it now. Guys, you can draw this graph. I know you might have not drawn this as well. So please draw it now. And what was I doing, by the way? Velocity is negative now. This will be velocity time graph. Can you see the acceleration was negative 2 meter per second square every time? And can you see the velocity was increasing uniformly every 1 second? So basically, if I draw the graph of this thing, it will look like 1, 2, 3, 4. And at 0, it will be 0. At 1, it will be some, let's say, plus 2 meter per second, minus 2 meter per second. This will be minus 4, this will be minus 6, this will be minus 8, and so on. So basically you'll draw a point over here, then you'll draw a point over here. Can you see, guys, these points? And finally you'll connect all these points together. Is this clear, guys? This is the
Yes.
velocity time graph for acceleration negative, velocity negative. What is the acceleration time graph? It looks like this. What is happening? So the acceleration time graph will look something like this: minus 1 meter per second, minus 2 meter per second square, and graph will go like this. So that's negative 2, right? Yes or no, guys? Just copy these graphs for the fourth case if you have not drawn them. And the last case for position time graph will be something like this.
Sir, which page are you in?
Are you not able to see my screen? Where we discuss the graphs for the four cases. Just
Oh,
yesterday's lecture.
okay.
Yesterday's lecture. Do you remember the first graph? The first graph looked like this.
Yes,
Yes or no? You just draw the
yes.
image of that graph with respect to x-axis. So the graph will look something like this. Is this clear, guys? So all these are different parabolas
Yes.
which have different equation. So
Sir, can I note it down?
sure, please note it down. Whenever you're done, guys, just tell me. Draw a rough graph. No need to draw the whole graph and with measurements and all. Just draw a rough graph. Guys, whenever you're done.
So can you scroll down?
Sir, wait, sir. I'm still doing.
So we just need to draw the graphs. So these are your graphs for the all four cases. Now you'll apply these four cases in the questions. That's it. And with that thing, I'll be done with the graphs. If you are done with the graphs, then done.
Done.
The last part, the graph will look like. And please remember the graph should be smooth. This should be smooth. Let me delete it.
Sir, I want to copy down this graph.
Which one?
This one.
Copy करो. कोई दिक्कत नहीं. Let me just read right. Acha, please remember, guys, one more important, very important thing. If you draw the slope of this graph, no, if you draw a tangent at this point,
ये भी velocity है.
ये velocity आएगा. The velocity here, it will come minus 10 meter per second. At this point, can you see the tangent is at this point? And if you draw the tangent over here at t equals to 0, here the slope of this graph.
So ये curve जो नीचे parabola है BC,
Hmm?
the full curve, red one, BC.
Yes, yes,
So why
yes.
can't that be the slope?
No, that will not be the slope because slope will be changing at every point. The slope is given by a tangent at any point.
Oh, okay.
And if you remember, I discussed slope cases when I was discussing the whole thing. And what will be the slope over here at point B? If you draw a tangent, will it look like this? The tangent at point B slope is basically velocity is how much? 0. Thank you. This line is not sloped at all. Okay. So
Basically rest.
yes, instantaneous rest, because it is just rest for one particular instant. Is this clear, guys? Detailed. Is this clear?
Yes.
Okay. Chali. With this thing, I'm done with this thing, kinematics. But although I can
Yay.
use the next chapter's concept, the relative motion concept in 1D also. So you can write the concept of relative in 1D. But before discussing the concept of relative motion, we need to discuss some things. Fun dimension. There is something called as a frame of reference. What is a frame of reference? This is not the definition, है ना? This is how we'll treat the frame of reference. We'll use it like this. So basically draw a mutually perpendicular axis with the observer at the origin and a clock in his hand. Why a clock in his hand? So that he'll measure time. And why he is at the origin? So that whatever he observes, it's with respect to him. That is why we have given the. And now what is frame of reference? Frame of reference is basically a technical term used for the perspective of an observer it tells us how the motion is happening motion of an object is going on according to him, or basically in his frame of reference. For example, I'll give you examples as well. Guys, can you see a guy in car? So let's say he is give him a name,
John.
John. So let's say there is John inside this car, and there is this guy.
Cyril.
Okay, Cyril is on a skateboard. Cyril, do you
Yes.
have a SIRIL? No. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is Cyril who is on a skateboard, and this is a John in a car. The car is moving at 10 meter per second. Please remember, if the car is moving at 10 meter per second, and let's say Cyril is moving at 2 meter per second, this velocities which I am drawing, it's with respect to a person. Let's say here is Tanish. है ना?
Yes, sir.
Tanish is on the ground. अब बेटा सबके अपनी अपनी प्लेस है ना. Please remember how exactly you are seeing this thing. तनिष के बाल बहुत सारे हैं तो hence okay. Cyril has, let's say, spikes, small hair, and this John is takla. So guys, with respect to Tanish, when Tanish is standing still at the ground, please remember Tanish is not moving. So we generally assume the ground reference is basically the frame of reference of a guy, of an observer who is standing still. Basically its velocity is 0 on ground. So generally we assume that ground does not have any velocity. Okay, so that is basically called as a ground frame. So basically Tanish is standing on the ground and he is observing that Cyril and this John, they are both moving with different velocities. Yes or no? So can I say this thing with respect to the frame of, with respect to Tanish? Either I can say with respect to Tanish because Tanish is standing on the ground, or I can say in the ground reference or in the ground frame of reference, whatever you want. So in the ground frame, Cyril and John are moving towards right at 2 meter per second and 10 meter per second respectively. Yes or no? Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
So basically, if I draw a frame of reference where Tanish
Sir,
is,
sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Ah.
Will the speed of Tanish be 0 meters per second?
Yes, it is. It is at rest now. He is at rest. This guy is at rest.
Okay.
So if I draw a frame of reference, can you see a set of axes I have given you? And this will be the
Yes.
Z axis as well. So basically, Tanish will be observing everything in 3D, right? Even you will be observing
Yes, sir.
3D. Even this John will be observing 3D, right? So everyone is observing
Yes,
in
sir.
3D. So with respect to you, this object has certain coordinates X, Y, Z. With respect to Tanish, you are at certain position, right? With respect to Tanish, this John is at certain position. So can you see? With respect to him, whatever he is observing, that will be basically the motion of this Cyril and this John with respect to ground frame. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Whatever motion he will observe, that will be the frame of reference of Tanish or the ground frame. Now, the second frame is basically in the frame of reference of, let's see how Cyril will observe things. Now, if Cyril is moving with a velocity of 2 meter per second in right, so Cyril will never say I am in motion. Please remember, an observer never feels that he is in motion. The world around it, the world around him is moving. So basically, suppose if you are sitting in a car, then do you see yourself to be moving, or do you see the buildings to be moving in the backward direction?
Buildings.
Exactly. So basically, you don't see yourself to be moving, right? So always remember, an observer never moves with respect to him. And an observer can never move with respect to him, so he'll be always at rest with respect to himself. So in the frame of reference of Cyril, when we talk about, so can you see, guys, here in the frame of reference of Tanish, this was moving with 2 meter per second, this was moving with 10 meter per second. But when Cyril will observe itself, he will not see his velocity as 2 meter per second. He will see himself to be at rest.
Rest.
Now what will happen to the velocity of the car?
Velocity of car, it will be reduced to 8 meters per second.
Exactly. Since you reduced his velocity from 2 meter per second to 0, basically. So what did you do? You subtracted 2 meter per second, right?
Yep.
So this 2 meter per second which you subtracted from Cyril's velocity, it will be subtracted from everyone's velocity. So with respect to Cyril,
Yep.
the velocity of John will become how much? 10 meter per second. I'm just writing in 1D. Na? So plus 10 meter per second minus plus 2 meter per second. Why plus 2 meter per second? Can you see the velocity of Cyril was plus 2 meter per second. 2 meter per second towards right. Yes or no, guys? Similarly, velocity
Yes,
of
sir.
car was also 10 meter, so plus 10. Either you can write this plus 10 or you can write it in I cap J cap form. That's up to you. I cap J cap form will come later when we'll discuss 2D and 3D. Okay. So velocity of car with respect to Cyril. Velocity of car with respect to Cyril is how much? Plus 10 minus plus 2, which is basically 8 meter per second. So can you see, guys, this particular thing? This, this Cyril is not observing the car to be moving at 10 meter per second. Who was observing the car to be moving at 10 meter per second?
Tanish.
Tanish. But Cyril was observing that the car is moving at only 8 meter per second towards right. Is this clear? So can you
Yes,
see when
sir.
you change the frame, automatically what happened? The velocity decreased. Acha, how will you observe Tanish, Cyril?
He will be moving 2 meters in the negative direction.
Very good. So basically, how exactly will this thing happen? So can you see velocity of
He'll
Tanish
just
with respect to Cyril will be equals to 0 meter per second minus plus 2 meter per second. So can you see from here minus 2 meter per second? So can you see analysis? You just said no, okay, you'll be seeing him 2 meter per second moving in the backward direction. So can you see velocity of Tanish with respect to Cyril this much? Okay.
sir, wait, who is C?
C is the car one.
Oh, car. Okay, I see.
Let's hit one of the girls. Let's hit Nicolin. Nicolin, car chala
Yes,
rahi.
sir.
Okay. So now
Okay.
Nicolin, now it's your turn. Sit in the car, and observe. Try to observe Cyril and Tanish. Tell me how will you see the motion of these two?
So where's the car?
The
Where
car
will
is
it-
over here. The car is over here. When you look back at him, you will see that the Cyril is moving backwards. Even Tanish is moving
Yeah.
backwards.
Yes, sir.
Because your car is not moving with respect to you. You are at rest, right? So
Yeah,
in the-
I'm at right.
So in the frame of a reference of the car,
Sir, can you
basically-
please Sir, can you please scroll up?
are you people
I
writing
want to
this
see
thing?
VTS.
Guys, are you writing
Yep.
this thing?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yep.
okay. So shall I write this thing, guys? Shall I write the same statement for Cyril with respect to Cyril? Cyril will be moving at rest. John will be moving at whatever. John की जगह निकल डाल लेना, कोई दिक्कत नहीं. So don't write this. Don't write this example, okay? This example is just write these two first initial statements. Are you done with writing the initial statements?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
So फिर उसके बाद में मैं I'll tell you what to write, है ना? So in the frame of Nicolin, what to do? Now Nicolin will be at rest.
Sir, I was already writing it.
It's okay. When I'll send you the notes, तब लिख लेना. So Nicolin will do what? Now Nicolin will become suddenly at rest. But now Cyril will be moving with some velocity. So what is the velocity of Cyril with respect to Nicolin? So this will be equals to, this was initially moving plus 2 meter per second, right? So plus 2
Yep.
minus plus 10. So can you see Cyril is moving with 8 meter per second in the backward direction. So basically what Nicolene will observe that, Cyril is not coming in the forward direction. She will observe that, Cyril is going in the backward direction with 8 meter per second. What about Tanish?
He'll be going backwards 10 meter per second.
So very good. So basically the velocity of Tanish with respect to Nicolene will be equals to 0 minus plus 10, which is basically minus 10 meter per second. Basically from 10 meter per second. Is this clear, guys? This is
Yeah.
whatever you observed in the frame of reference of Nicolene will be called as, this frame of reference, the frame of reference of Nicolene. However, whatever you are observing, it's your frame of reference. Whatever Cyril is observing, it's his frame of reference. Whatever Tanish is observing is the ground frame. Why? Because Tanish is standing still at the ground, है ना? Because ऐसे भी कुछ करता नहीं है ना Tanish? Hello? Tanish is playing PC, I guess. Fortnite.
Lol.
Tanish? Yeah, he's playing, मैं अभी एक चीज बोलूंगा अभी parent teacher meeting is going to come, by the way. Very soon we'll be holding a parents
So
teacher
there's
meeting.
parent teacher meeting?
Yes.
Yep. Of course, last
So-
time it happened to me also.
Yes, so Tanish, है ना? Still you have time. कोई बात नहीं. I'll see
So
you
how,
again.
like when is it?
अभी we'll planning. So once we are done with the planning, we'll
On
tell you.
Zoom.
No, on Zoom, or it may be anything like that. We'll
No,
see
now
at the
everything
planning.
is resumed. Like all, you can
Yes.
meet face to face.
Yes. So we will plan it accordingly. Don't worry. So now you have to write down this thing, है ना? Concept of relating velocity says that. खोल मैं भी खाएगा. Open it now, bro. ये खत्म भी हो गया था. अच्छा.
Sir, can you scroll up a bit and then eat,
No, it's okay.
please?
No.
A little bit, please. Just a bit.
So suppose, guys, this is the object A which is moving with a velocity VA vector, and this is the object B which is moving with a velocity VB vector. It can be anything. So if someone says, "Acha, what is this VA and VB?" VA and VB are velocity of A and B with respect to ground. Velocity of A and B with respect to ground. Not necessarily ground with respect to any one frame, okay? So the velocity of A with respect to B will be given by velocity of A with respect to B. So please always remember with respect to what? जिसके भी respect में है, that's his frame. So basically this will be in the frame of reference of object B. This will be velocity of A minus velocity of B. This is the concept of relative motion. Similarly, velocity of B with respect to A. So velocity of B with respect to, we'll see some questions based on relative motion, and then we'll see how easily it makes things. So VBA is basically how much, and don't worry, we'll do these questions in the relative motion part, but if you want I can continue the same lecture, no problem. So VB minus VJ with a vector sign. Okay, is this clear, guys? Is this clear, guys? This is the concept of
Yes, sir.
relative
Yes, sir.
of A. Please remember the same relations which I am dealing for velocities.
Sir, please scroll up a bit.
can be applied to all motion parameters like displacement. Please remember only scalar vector quantities है ना, like displacement, comma,
Yes.
velocities, whatever velocity, initial velocity, final velocity, doesn't matter. Acceleration, position as well, and position. Please remember, except time. Please remember, time is the only thing which is exceptional in the frame of reference, because with respect to you, the time is running exactly the same way as it is doing with respect to me. Doesn't matter whether it is, I'm moving with 2 meter per second, still 1 second is 1 second for me. So till the time that, object is moving with very low velocities, then at that time, it's not, you won't be able to change the time. Time will run same. Okay.
Okay.
So always remember, relative acceleration of A with respect to B will be given by relative displacement of B with respect to A will be given by displacement of A minus displacement. Relative position of B with respect to A will be given by. Are you getting my point, guys?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So basically, this is how you deal with every other quantity except time. Please remember, except time. We'll do numericals based on this. So anyways, this is it about relative motion in one dimension. Relative motion is not finished. The questions are still left. Some more questions are left. So we'll do one more class, which is basically on questions only. Okay. And we'll
Yes.
start with motion in a plane in the next class. Chaliye guys, thank you very much.
Okay.
We'll see you again in the next class.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.